Hey, it's Mike over at Cross Country Mortgage, and it's Monday morning, and it's time for your Monday morning mortgage update for the week of July the 15th. Hope you all had a great weekend. I had a great weekend, very solemn weekend because of the events of the attempted assassination of Trump. It really puts things in perspective. Hard to put into words what we all saw on TV, and my gosh, the impact on the person that was killed and the other family members of the injured, and our prayers go out to those family members, to obviously to Donald Trump as a human being. It's not a political statement, and to our country, that we can really disagree without the violence, and find some civility in this country. So I always talk about what's going to happen with the market, what happened last week, what is going to happen this week, to give you some perspective, so that when you go out and talk to your buyers and sellers, you can have more intelligent conversations with them. And so let's talk about what's going to impact the market this week, or potentially what's going to impact the market. Geopolitical is number one, and nobody predicted that last week. Manufacturing and retail sales, some reports coming out, and then some data that I'll touch on. So let's look at the charts. What happened last week? We have seen a really nice run of mortgage rates going down. And so this is a chart of the mortgage-backed securities. I show you this on a regular basis. When we see this chart go down, that means mortgage rates are going up. When we see the chart go up, that means mortgage rates are going down. And this shows the trading of mortgage-backed securities in the bond market, which is where mortgage rates are determined. So my gosh, look at the last couple of weeks. This is a live feed, and this shows that the last couple of weeks, we've just seen a nice improvement in the market. Money's flowing in, rates have been getting better, and will it continue? So kind of a volatile week this week because of what happened over the weekend and some data that's coming out. So let's talk about geopolitical. The assassination attempt impacts the market. The Republican National Convention starting this week, that has an impact on the market. Why? Because it's going to give some insight to the investors and the bond traders about who's going to, which party is going to be elected in November. And it's not so much the person, maybe it is in this case, it's more about the party, because they will put their own people in those key positions that have an impact on our economy. And every 4 years we go through this, prior to the election, a lot of speculation, a lot of estimates. So what really happens this week is going to give some insight about what's going to happen, after the elections and into the next four years. And then the same thing's going to happen in a month when the Democratic convention is on the precipice. What that is going to look like? How's that going to move the estimates on who's going to get elected? So it's going to have an impact this week. The second thing is retail sales. A lot of retail sales coming out this week, and really what this is telling us is, what is the consumer spending? Are they buying stuff? And also we're getting manufacturing numbers out this week. Are businesses making stuff? So these are hand in hand. If businesses are making more stuff, then they feel like the consumer, or they see the consumer buying it. If they're cutting back on manufacturing, that they see the consumer's not buying as much. And we've seen weak numbers in manufacturing and retail sales the last couple months. In fact, if we want to look at the calendar this week, Tuesday, we've got a lot of retail sales. Today, we've got a manufacturing number that's coming out. And so it's going to be impactful on really what the consumer does. If we see weak retail sales, that's really positive for mortgage rates. We could see another movement in those rates down. The other thing is the Fed Beige Book's coming out on Wednesday. And this is a summary and analysis of the economic activity and conditions. It's called the Beige Book. Fed comes out with this. And this is a really impactful report. It comes out every few months that shows us, what do they think? What are the districts in the United States that the Fed districts see as economic activity and conditions? Are we seeing a strong economy? Are we going to see a weak economy? That has impact on rates. Obviously, a weak economy will drive rates down. A strength in the economy on this Beige Book report Wednesday will mean rates will go up. And then a lot of housing data, permits, new housing starts, home sales, and giving us some insight on really what has happened and what's going to happen. So here's a tip of the week. Call your current clients and your past clients. I know you talk to your current clients, but don't forget on the past clients. And really what happened this weekend is a great opportunity for you just to connect and listen Be more interested than interesting, and just make a connection. It's not about selling. It's not about getting a listing or getting a buyer. It's just about staying in contact with the clients. And what I have found just over the last couple of days is everybody wants to talk about it. So be that connection with the clients that know you and like you. 5 a day. Just call 5 a day for the rest of this week. By the end of the week, you'll have called 25 of your past and current clients, and you'll probably have some really, really impactful conversations if you listen and be more interested than interesting. So have a great, productive week. We'll talk to you Monday, and God bless.